All right, so we're going to get this whole party started again because I didn't turn on my microphone. Holy jeez, I was talking to myself for 15 minutes. God knows that would tire me out. That definitely tires me out. I mean, shoot. I played golf yesterday and was talking all day, and I was exhausted by the end of the day. So, all right, now it sounds like everyone can hear me. So, if you're just joining us here for tonight's episode, I'm starting this whole thing again. All right, I'm starting this whole thing again because my microphone wasn't working. But for my regulars, you kind of knew what I was talking about, right? So, first things first, we want to make sure that we are going to like, subscribe, and get notified of any future episodes or any other things that I'm doing. I've got a couple of little projects in the works, and we'll probably be playing a little game called Police Officer Simulator coming up this week, maybe even tomorrow afternoon. So hang in there and get notified when the Islander Fanatic goes live. Also, if you're new to the channel, basically what we do here on the show is we have built the Hartford Whalers, all right? And we've done so using good friends and past coworkers, and it's been a lot of fun. We've played basically, I don't know, I think it's 4 seasons. We're heading into the 4th season. I'm not really sure. Season number 1 was a complete awesome experience. We made it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. We tanked in season number 2. We tanked in season number 3. And here we are. So we are here in season number 4. And the only way for me to find that out is to go to my lines and just click on one of my regulars. So we'll check on P-Check. All right. Mr. P-Check, let's see what you got. P-Check right here. And that's he's in his 5th season. So we are in season number 5. So we went playoffs, no playoffs. And now we're in season number 5, we're trying to get shit back together. That is basically what we're trying to do. So again, it's all in fun. We have a lot of fun here on the channel. We talk about all sorts of stuff as we make our way through the episode. So, okay. Let me get back to what I was talking about. Again, welcome on into the channel. New folks, like, subscribe, comment. If you're new to the channel, building the Whalers from scratch, new players, new names, new faces, 5 seasons, 2 playoffs, boom, that's it. There's a quick summary of what we do. I'm going to have to edit out the first 12, 13 minutes of this episode because I boofed it. Yeah, seriously boofed that one. So, okay. Okay, with that being said, let's go ahead and switch back to the GM's office. All right, I'm going to touch real quick on the lines since now you can hear me. And let's see what we can or can't get done tonight. So P-Check will be playing left wing on that top line. We'll click over to this screen. I love this screen. Mike Kelly will be our center top line. Of course, Connor Burns will be our right winger top line. Second line is made up of Zach Hyman on the left side. We'll have Jimmy Lamoureux playing center on that second line. Now, Jimmy will probably bounce back and forth, I think, because either B-Walk or Anze Kopitar is going to make a move tonight. Right side is Capo Caco on line 2. Line 3 is Gregory Swift. Center is Braden Walker. Right winger is going to be Jacob the Professor Rodan. That fourth line, some trouble. We always have to decide what we're going to do here. Oscar Olofsson will be our left winger. Our center is going to be Anze Kopitar. And, of course, Isaac Captain Morgan. Not the team captain, but Captain Morgan, if you know what I'm talking about. He'll be playing on the right side. So we got him back from let's go back to that again. So Captain Morgan comes back to the Whalers. He was a Hartford Whaler for 2 seasons, had 24 points, then 13 points, and we traded him in the 26-27 season to the Islanders, where he ended up just playing in Bridgeport. And look at the freaking numbers. 75 points in his first full season with Bridgeport. And, of course, he had 88 points in season number 4. or season number 2 with Bridgeport, but his 4th career season. So he's got it. He's got it, and we know he can get it done. An 81 overall. Currently, his role is depth forward, but we know he can play probably third or second line because he's done it for us before, and he was here for those 2 playoff runs. So we're really hoping maybe he can add a spark. Defensively, left defense, we've got No Fear. On the right side, we will have Sergio Ibarra, who is our offensive defenseman. We've got the Fagan brothers on line 2 with Michael adding a little bit of offensive touch. And then we've got Alexander Holtz along with Tony DeAngelo. Pop's favorite right there, right side, third line. He's one of my favorites too. Physical, doesn't I don't know. I don't want to criticize him, but I just enjoy watching him. He brings something to the ice when he's playing. He's an Islander, so. Okay, and of course we've got our goalie situation, which this is what I was talking about when it was pointed out to me. You couldn't hear me. So Simo is currently our starting goalie, and we're going to make that little switch right now. So she's going to continue to be our backup. Spencer Knight is going to take that kind of forward starting role for this club as we make our way through the rest of the season. And I mean, he's been playing. He has been playing pretty good as of late. So we're going to keep him. We're going to keep him right there, and he'll continue to play. Or continue to be our starting goalie. We went out and spent a lot of money on him. So we have invested a shit ton of cash when it comes to goalies. All right, and that includes Simo. Simo's on, I believe, an $8 million contract. Let's take a look at the contract that she has. She is on an $8.5 million contract, and she's tradable to these clubs: the Sabres, the Wings, the Canadians, the Penguins, the Flames, the Panthers, the Predators. So if you're looking on the right side there, that's where we can trade her. I will not trade her inside the Eastern Conference. That will not happen. So I'll repeat that again. She will not be traded inside the Eastern Conference. So basically we have the Flames, the Kings, the Preds, the Kraken, the Sharks, okay, the Utah, and the Blues. So that's where she can go. That's where she can go. So just keep that in mind as we make our way through the season. And I'm going to write that down because we might try to make some sort of a move, get a little more offense in here if needed. So, and then, of course, Spencer Knight, I think we locked him in for, let's see what he was. He's 6 full years. This year he can be traded. So we can move him if we really wanted to. Then we're locked in. After the 29-30 season, we cannot move him. So we got to hope he really gets some shit done. Because I don't want to be stuck with that contract and him. If he's not performing. So, okay. Here we go. So game number 1. Game number 1 of the night. It is 7 o'clock, and we're gonna try to get through this by about probably a little before 8:30 tonight, because I got some good food waiting for me. Because I decided to eat after the show tonight. Somebody suggested that I eat during the show, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna do that. Because all you're going to hear is me chomping, and then nobody wants to hear that shit. You don't want to hear that shit. Okay, so, again, we are live. If you're just jumping into this tonight, please feel free to comment. Throw something up on the screen. Let me know you're here. I'd love to know who's in the room with me, who's in the cave, as we get this show on the road. Kind of send a message out to a lot of my East Coast folks as well. So if you're jumping in, even if it's for 10, 15 minutes, let me know you're here. Love to get some Connecticut chatter going as we get rolling with this. So game number 1 is coming up. We've got the New York Islanders against our Hartford Whalers. This one is in New York at the UBS Arena. Okay, 9-2 are the Hartford Whalers coming into this one. 5-4-1 in their last 10 games. The New York Islanders, my New York Islanders. Well, this isn't my New York team because it's changed a little bit. But the New York Islanders come into this one 8-9-2. They are 6-2-2 in their last 10. So they've begun to pick it up. Spencer Knight will be holding it down between the pipes for the Whalers. In 15 games played, he's got 7 wins, .903 save percentage, and, of course, a 3.06 goals against average. Cal Klang will be in between the pipes for the Islanders. Don't really know who he is, but we'll see. We'll see what he gets or what he gets done. I don't know. Well, that's interesting. Sorry about that. So I'm kind of looking over here on my screen, and I have got this. I don't know what this is. Looks like a old messages from my last stream. So I'm looking up here. I'm like, Bartolo Colon. What are we talking about Bartolo Colon for? But no, that was the last stream. I don't know why it does that. Boom, boom. There we go. Well, I just goofed that up. You don't know what's going on because you don't. But okay, let's get back to it. So, all right. Looking over on the right side of the screen, so far through 20 games, the Islanders are currently 22nd in the league in goals for per game. They are 33rd in goals against, so their defense is the worst in the league. They're 27th on the power play, 25th on the penalty kill, and so they're kind of just they seem to be hanging in there, right? Wouldn't you say? I mean, they're kind of hanging in there, is what I see. Their stats don't show it, but I mean they're 8, 9, and 2, so they must be winning some games. And then our team looks kind of just as bad, except for goals against. We've got some goals. Okay, I'm sorry, we've stopped some goals. And our power play percentage is 16.7. Our penalty kill is one of the best in the league. So we can stop the penalty. We can stop teams when they're on the penalty kill on the. Okay, on the power play. You know, that whole thing with me not having the microphone on to start this thing has really thrown me off. Really has. It's thrown me off. Connor Burns now is our team leader with 18 points, and Matty B has got the team lead for the New York Islanders. This is the 2025 version of NHL. That's why you see Matty B's got that kind of shaved head look, because he had some longer hair this season. So let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and sim this game, and we'll do it in slow sim fashion. And let's freaking go. Let's go, Whalers. It is power play, and B-Walk gets the shorty. How about that? B-Walk with the shorty. Gotta love that. And then Jimmy Lamoureux answers right back. It's now a 2-0 lead. Bennon puts one in, so the Islanders make it 2-1. This has been pretty good. Okay, when these two teams play the last couple of seasons, it's been very good. A lot of overtimes. Okay, Zach Hyman puts one in on the power play. It's now a 3-1 lead for the Hartford Whalers. And 4:35 to go. So this is a road game for us. Not far. We didn't have to go far for this one. But you can see that we are up 3-1 as we make our way into period. And I'm like trying to use the mouse here. As we make our way into period number 2. We're on the power play. Let's go ahead and we're not gonna do anything. Boyd scores. We go back on the power play, and it's the captain himself, Mike Kelly, with the power play goal, and it's 4-2. Absolutely loving that. And time is ticking away here in period number 2. And I don't know about you, but I think we got a couple power play goals. One of the Fagan brothers puts one in. It's 5-2. So last episode, we had an 8-goal game. And it looks like we could be getting the same shit done here tonight. Let's get to 6. Let's get 6 goals. We haven't even talked about points. I mean, how many points are we trying to get tonight? All right, based on the games that we're playing, if you're watching me live, throw your, whatever you think. How many points you think we're going to get tonight? Put it up on the board. I'd love to see it. We are through 2 periods. We're rocking and rolling into period number 3. Of course, if it goes to OT, I got to jump in and play. And I don't want to play. I don't want to play. I definitely don't want to play. So I was out playing. Went out and played a little golf. Yesterday, actually, played with the AGM and the JGM. That was a lot of fun. Pops. And we got out there and played, and I saw quite possible. And Mike Kelly scores again, because of course he does. I saw one of the best. Honestly, I saw one of the best shots I've seen in a long time in person. I don't know what club it was, but a shot from distance and on a par 4. Par 4. I don't know. It's a long par. I don't even know. Par 4s, par 5s. I can't tell anymore. But beautiful shot. Thing hits the, up on the green, right side, hits the slope, trickles down, and slowly. I mean, it was like drama. It was pure drama. Just slowly disappears. And I thought it was in line with the flag, so we couldn't see it. Nah. The JGM just buries an eagle. That thing had to be. You know what? We're here. It's drama. We can build up. That thing was like 210 yards, if not further. Just buries it. And it was probably closer than that. It was probably closer than that. The AGM would probably say it was closer. But I thought it was beautiful. That was a great shot. And I was calling him out like, you didn't hit, that ain't in the hole. It's behind the flag. It didn't even go in. So it looks like the Hartford Whalers, we pulled this one out tonight, beating the New York Islanders 7-2, 43 shots to 22. Mike Kelly, did you have a hat trick and I didn't realize it? Did the captain have a hat trick? I don't think so. I don't think he had the hat trick. Let's go ahead and see how we did here in this one. So, period number 1, we'll go right to goals. B-Walk and Jimmy scored almost, well, I don't want to say right out of the gate, but they scored pretty quick. Bennon had a goal, then Hyman, so it was 3-1 at the end of period number 1. Boyd scores to make it 3-2. Then Kelly scores, Fagan scores. Now it's 5-2, and then we go Kelly and the Professor to make it 7-2. So we did. We got 7 goals in that game. Excellent job from the club. Our 3 stars of the game. How about Fagan? He had a goal and a helper. Mike Kelly with 2 goals and 2 hits. And, of course, a goal and 2 assists for B-Walk. So I mentioned in the pregame when we were talking about the lines for tonight, moving B-Walk possibly up and down, right? Just kind of sliding him around. And he's saying, yeah, move me up. I belong on that line. But if he's going to do that, then Kelly and Jimmy have to kind of fall off, and they're playing pretty good right now. So I don't think we're going to make any moves until one of them isn't doing too well, right? Obviously. Okay, so we're heading into game number 2 of this one. Buffalo Sabres are coming to town to the mall. They are 9-9-2. We are 10-9-2, and that's right. That was me pounding on my chest because the Whalers got the win, and we are now above 500. We are treading water at the moment, but this team's coming alive, and I feel it, and I think most of my my viewers will feel it too as we go. So we're coming alive, and a lot of it is going to be because of the play of Spencer Knight. He's getting better. He's coming into his own. We hired a couple of coaches, and he seems to be doing very well. Let's go ahead and advance to that date. So Simo will be in net against the Sabres, and that's only right because it's a back-to-back. They're a 500 team, as were the Islanders. So my junior GM, he's saying, see, Spencer Knight is great. You know what? I think he's great too. I do. But, the Islanders are a mediocre team. That was a mediocre team. And we're not going to see a whole lot of great teams tonight. Yeah, I know I was kind of sleeping through the beginning. So we're going through 10 games, and we're not going to see a lot of excellent teams. So, okay. So Buffalo's coming to town. Between the pipes for the Buffalo Sabres, we're going to have Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. And go ahead and say that name 3 times fast. But he's a good goalie. He's definitely a good goalie. I had him in one of my franchises off screen, and he was very good for me. 14 games played, 6 wins, .896 save percentage, 3.67 goals against average. So he's got it. Boy's got it. Simo will be between the pipes, so she's going to get another opportunity to show us what she's got. So let's pay close attention to this game. She is in 7 games played. She's got 2 wins, a .887 save percentage, and a 3.09 goals against average. So we give Spencer Knight that top spot, and now we're going to see what Simo can get done here in the role that I think she's fit for, which is playing those the second half of the back-to-backs, right? That's important. And then we've got the last time we played this club, we won 8-3. So we're 2-0 against them. Connor had 2 goals and 3 assists, a 5-point night last time we saw the Buffalo Sabres. Now, This is where it gets interesting. So Buffalo can score. They can put the biscuit in the basket. They have a 3.65 goals for per game average. So they can put the biscuit in the basket. 3.65 goals against. That's 26th in the league. Power play percentage, 26th. So not the best, but it's early in the season. And we're only 20 games in here, or they are. Penalty kills at 75.9. And, of course, their team leaders are looking like 21 to 19. Jimmy has jumped up the list. He is now 19th. 19th. No, he's now not got 19 points. So congratulations to Jimmy Jam, as he's got 19 points and is leading the way 21 games into the season. And that's not a name that we've seen. If you've been watching this since day one, that is not a name that we have seen here on the show much, right? Definitely not. So, alrighty. So, we're gonna get into this one. I get a little distracted. Easily distracted. So, easily. And I distract people, too. I've been told I'm pretty good at that. So, okay, before we head into this one, again, we are live. This is Whaler Wednesday, and we have got a lot going on here. We've got baseball scores on the bottom left of the screen. Of course, we do have an NHL game. Let's pull this one up here. We'll take a look at it. This is what's going on right now. All right, so if you're a hockey fan and you want to see the Wild, the Minnesota Wild, who beat our Dallas Stars, are currently beating the Avalanche 3-1. That's a live score right now. Shots are 24-19. So keep an eye on that one going on there on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen as we roll through the evening. And, of course, we do have our baseball scores here as well. My bad if those kind of shift around. I'm not that good with that yet. I haven't quite figured that out. But you can see. But we do have that going on. So, alrighty. Okay, so I'm done. I talked enough. Nah, I didn't. I got to keep going. I got another hour to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show on the road. Buffalo Sabres, Hartford Whalers, game 2 of the episode. We're going to go simulate this one quick. I like how it always asks me to do the to play the affiliate game, and I did. There was actually one season where I did that the entire time. So, alrighty. So Benson puts one past Simo, and it's a 1-0 lead to start. And then Porter Martone puts one in. Porter Martone putting one in. And we are to the... Oh, and how about Feto in the Feto when your mama cries. And he puts one in 3-0. He puts one past Simo, and the Buffalo Sabres are absolutely killing us, man. Killing us. This is a team that we kicked the living shite out of these guys, and they're out for blood. They are out for blood in this one. So, I mean, are you surprised? We beat them. We beat them horribly. So, all right, let's see what we got. Heading into period number 2. Shots are about even, but goals are in favor of the Buffalo Sabres. And here we go. We're rocking and rolling now. 17 minutes to go in period number 2. Can we get something? Can we get anything out of this club, right? Who can we get? Who can we get some goals from? And Anze Kopitar coming from the 4th line. He makes it 3-1, putting one past Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. 5-on-4 power play for the Hartford Whalers, and they kill that one off. And it's a 3-1 game. Let's get one back. And that way we just need to chip away at this. Again, we don't want any overtimes. No overtimes in this one, right? Absolutely no overtimes for sure. And that's going to do it for period What number is that? I don't know. Period number 2, rock and rolling into period number 3. 17 minutes to go in period number 3. And they go on the power play. We kill that off, so good job by the Whalers. And then Quinn scores. So I think he just, and then B-Walk answers right back within about 17 seconds. I don't know, 27 seconds? I don't know, I'm not a mathematician. That's not really my strong suit. Go ahead and open up that chatola. There it is. Boom, I got my chat back up. I lost my chat there for a second. And then Krebs scores. That's going to do it. Peyton, don't call me Mr. Krebs. What? Yeah, Mr. Krebs. And minute to go, and Kelly scores, but it's too late. Too little, too late. All right, so a 5-3 loss to the Sabres. So we started out with that nice win, picking up 2 points against the Isles. We now lose to the Sabres. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and take a look at everything that happened in this one. So goals tonight. There was 3 goals to kick off the game. Benson, Martone, and of course, the former Hartford Whaler himself, Anthony Tony Fetto, putting it in. It was 3-0 at the end of the first period, and it was looking pretty bleak. Then Kopitar had a goal, and the Whalers were like, okay, we might be coming back. Quinn answered back. It was in the beginning of the third period. It's a 4-1 game. Then Hartford scores. It's 4-2. Peyton Krebs, and then Mike Kelly puts one in at the end, but it was just too late. Okay, so that is a good question, and we'll get to that. We're going to make our way back to the main screen here, and we are talking topic of the night. So as of right now, I don't know, I got like 3 folks in here watching. So welcome on in. We've been through 2 games. We lost to the Islanders, and we beat other way around, Mikey. We beat the Islanders and we lost to the Buffalo Sabres. We're going to go ahead and simulate right up to that Kings game. So again, if you were paying attention, there's a Simo loss, right? So we got the Spencer win, and now Simo is still in the net. So I'm not really sure. Let's go to our injury report and see. I don't think Spencer is hurt. No, Larson is hurt. But they're going with Simo. So again, we're kind of letting the coach do the job. He's gonna do what he does. We hired the guy for a reason, and he's doing what he does. Maybe it has to do with the team we're playing. I really don't know how that works. But put a 1 in the box if you want to see Spencer Knight. Put a 2 in the box if we stick with Simo for this game against the Kings and bring him back against the Tampa Bay Lightning. So our topic of the night. So I really didn't come up with one. Okay, I haven't really thought about that quite yet. But our topic of the night, I think we're gonna go with. Now I had a bunch of conversations yesterday. Oh, you know what? I got it. So my junior GM, of course, is going to tell me to put Spencer Knight into the net, and you know what? I think that's the direction we're going to go anyway. But our topic of the night. So if you're out there and you're watching me live, and this is going to be up for debate. So if you are a golfer, you're a fan of the game of golf, I want to know your top 3 all-time golfers. That's it. Because you know what? We can get into this Jack Tiger, Arnie Jack thing. But who are your top 3? No, you know what? Screw that. We'll go Mount Rushmore. Me and my dad were talking about Mount Rushmores the other day. Who's your Mount Rushmore of golfers? If you don't know anything about golf, then I don't know. Put anything you want up there. All right? Feel free to put whatever you want up there. So we and my pops were just discussing the whole Mount Rushmore thing, and it's like I think oftentimes you can, but depending on the sport, it can depend on the generation and who was your guys, right? Like my Yankees Mount Rushmore might differ a little bit from, let's say his, or my Mets Mount Rushmore, so whatever it is, my Knicks Mount Rushmore. So throw your golf one up there. I want to see who's got who where. Okay. I really do, because this was a conversation on the old links yesterday, and when you get the fanatic talking about Tiger, he gets a little heated, especially when you try to say he's not the greatest of all time. And the GOAT thing, man, the GOAT thing goes a long way. Okay, so here we go. Heading into game number 3, we have 2 points on the night. We won 1, we lost 1. Simon will be in between the pipes at the mall. So we are back at the mall. And ladies and gentlemen, I have not talked about the mall enough here the last couple of episodes. But boom, we know what we get at the mall, right? We get some Orange Julius. We get some hot dog on a stick, right? And of course, you can go to that candy store. And if you're from Connecticut, you remember going to the mall in Trumbull. I mean, I grew up in Bridgeport, so if you go to the Trumbull Mall, there was this store called Ooh La, and Ooh La, you'd go in there and like just fill your bag with candy, man, and we put it all in there before we went to the movies. Walk into the movies with that bag, and it was just the shit. Except like you'd mix shit together. Like who does that? Like do you mix with like the chocolate with the sour? That's not right. In my mind, that's not right. But see, I'm ranting. So we're at the mall. Anyway, we're back at the mall, and we're taking on the Los Angeles Kings. So the Kings are flying all the way across the country. Welcome on in. Probably flew into Hartford direct. A little bit easier. They are 7-11-1 coming into this one. They have got the former New Jersey Devil, Vitek Vanacek, holding it down between the pipes. He's 5. I'm sorry. I want to say 5-3. I play a lot of baseball. A lot of baseball here on the channel. So he is 5 games played, 3 wins, .945 save percentage, and a 1.75 goals against average. So dude has got it through 5 appearances. He's 5 appearances, 5 games played, 1.75 goals against average. Can these Whalers put up some freaking goals? Simo's going to be trying to hold it down again. So we continue to try and give her a chance, even though we end up more with this, right? That's what it sounds during those games. A lot of that. Or even more of this. So we want to see if she can get shit done tonight. Because if she can't, I think it's going to be more sitting out and all playing. We're going to be all playing for our boy Spencer Knight. This is going to be the last chance. Okay? So Junior GM, JGM, you're out there. I know you're listening. I know you're watching. This is it. This is the last chance. So they might even jump in here a little bit later and see, but there's going to be a last chance against the Kings tonight. A win keeps her in the full rotation. A loss, and she sticks strictly to the back end of the doubles. We'll call them doubles. I love a double. Ooh, I love a double. Okay, so taking a look over on the right side of the screen. Goals for per game. The Hartford Whalers are at 3.09. They're 21st in the National Hockey League. The Kings are at 2.63, currently 30th. In goals against, the Hartford Whalers are at 3.27, and the Kings are at 3.16. They are 15th and 17th. Power play looks, we're pretty close. I mean, our power play is at 18.5%. Theirs is at 16.3. We got them by I don't know. I don't know the math. 2.2%. And we're 20th in the league. Our penalty kill is one of the best in hockey. So if we have one good, solid thing going for us, it's the fact that we have a great penalty kill. But look at theirs, 94.1%. So the Kings come into this one with a killer kill. And in team leaders, Mike Kelly is now at 19. So Jimmy has 19 too. We know that. And Frost has 15 for the Kings coming into this one. So once again, go ahead and grab your corn dog and your Orange Julius. It's time to head inside the Civic Center for tonight's game against the Kings. And this is a big one for Simo as she's trying to hold her spot on this roster, possibly. And I mean, we could be seeing some movement here. We could be definitely seeing some movement. So D'Angelo scores the first goal of the game. He doesn't want her to go. Hyman scores the second goal almost right on top of it. He doesn't want her to go either. So there you go. She's getting a little help from her club, finally getting some goals from her club. It's now 2-0 Hartford. The Kings have only taken 3 shots. So they've not really put her to work quite yet. All right, we're at the 5-minute point of period number 1, and Jimmy Lamoureux puts one in the net. My man Jim on that second line, and he's trying to – these guys are all fighting to hold kind of their spots on the lines, right? Jimmy's been playing better, okay? Simo now pitching – she's got a shutout. I almost said pitching a shutout, but she's got a shutout going here so far. I mean, only 9 shots for the Kings. They go on the power play, and Dano ends that shutout. It's now a 3-1 game, but we're holding it down. We're holding it down. D'Angelo had a goal. Hyman had a goal. Jimmy had a goal. 3-1 Hartford. 13 minutes to go. Period number 2. All righty. We got about 10 minutes to go as we make our way through period number 2. Kind of quieted down. This is what the Hartford Whalers do here on this channel. Okay, we start off hot. We come out all fired up, and it's almost like they just fall asleep. I go back and probably try to get my percentage of, first period goals, because a high percentage of our goals are going to be in the first period for sure. We make our way into period number 3, 19 minutes to go, and it's just ticking. It's ticking. It's ticking. Here we go. Power play for the Whalers. Can we get another goal? No. So we did score against their penalty kill. We got a great goal against their penalty kill. So congratulations to the Hartford Whalers for breaking through that LA Kings penalty kill, which is huge. Absolutely huge. So we're at a 3-1 game. Connor Burns puts one in the net, and it's now 4-1 Hartford. We now have a nice lead on the Kings, and Simo looks like she's going to hold that spot. She's going to hold that spot. So congratulations on a good game played tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look and see exactly what happened and how this all played out. We go here. Goals, D'Angelo, Hyman, and Jimmy in the first period. They put us up 3-0. 3-0 quickly. Then Dano had one on the power play. So, I mean, she could have had the shutout. And then, of course, Connor Burns on a helper from Mr. Kelly. So Kelly, he didn't score any goals, but he did get himself a point tonight. How about Jimmy, though? Jimmy had 2 points in this one. 3 stars look a little bit like this. Jimmy, Hyman, and every time we call her out, she gets the stars. She gets the stars. So Jimmy, Hyman, and Simo are your top 3. We'll just call them Whaler stars. This whole 3rd star, 2nd star, whatever. They all played great, and that's what we're going to call it moving forward. So this could be the final season with this team. I've been talking a lot about that, and if we can get some wins and actually have another playoff run, maybe I'll stick around and do this some more. But it's a lot of work. No, it's not. No, it definitely is not. It's just me playing a game. Shit, it's not work. All right, so let's go ahead and simulate to the next game. We should see Spencer pop in there for the next game. And no, so she's still in there. She's still in there. But you know what? This is a 14-11 team. And it's time. We're going to go ahead and edit those lines. We'll put her back on as that. Oh, I try to move too fast. Let's put her on that second. So Knight's going to come. He'll be back in her. And what is her? Did I read that wrong? What is her overall? Oh, she's an 88. Okay, so we're gonna keep Spencer Knight. He's gonna stay in the net. So we're heading into game number 4 of tonight's episode. We're quick simming. Again, if you're just joining me, welcome on into the channel. We have got a lot going on here tonight. We've won 2 games, so we have 4 points overall. We're trying to get to, we're going to say 10 tonight. 10 is going to be the goal as we play 10 games here on tonight's live episode. If you were here for the first 15 minutes and you were like, what the shit? What is going on? Well, that's because the fanatic is stupid and he didn't turn his microphone on. So, and I'm sorry if you don't like the word stupid, but that's me talking about myself. So I didn't turn my microphone on, so I was basically talking to myself for about 17 minutes. And let me tell you, I put on one of the best performances of my channel career. I mean, it was great. It was award-worthy shit. But you didn't get to hear it because I was too stupid to put on a microphone. So we've had this debate kind of going back and forth when it comes to our goalie, okay? Simo took a bit of a beating in one game, but she just won the last game. Spencer Knight's going to pop back in here for this one as we make our way into game number 4. So both goalies get a couple of opportunities here tonight through the first 4 games, and both have kind of proven themselves. It hasn't been a terrible run. Our question of the night, we're talking golf. Right now it's golf, Mount Rushmore. And my junior GM, thank you for sharing. His is Jack, Scotty, Tiger, and Sneed. Okay. I like that. Golf is great. I mean, you just throw out the first name, and if you're a golfer, you know exactly who we're talking about. Now, Sneed, of course, is the last name. But, we say Jack, Scotty, Tiger. I know you're not talking about like Scott Hoke. No, you're talking about Scotty Scheffler. And to put Scotty Scheffler on your Mount Rushmore, that's interesting. That is interesting. Because, he's in the fresh. He's in the new. You don't see a lot of new presidents on Mount Rushmore. But that's cool, man. I dig that. The boy can play. He can act. He can play, so why not? You're asking me what my Mount Rushmore is for golfers? Well, I would probably base mine on not so much winning, but kind of probably what they brought to the game, right? So they kind of represent the game and what they brought to the game. So I'd have to like probably for what they, again, not for like individual accomplishments, but what they contributed, right? And what still goes on after they were here. And I'd have to say my first one would probably be like, I'd say Ben Hogan. Ben Hogan did things for the golf swing that were amazing, and we still kind of look at that today. If you look at Ben Hogan's swing, there's a lot of things we try to emulate. So I think Ben Hogan would be one of my Mount Rushmore. I think Arnold Palmer, who kind of brought golf into the forefront when it was like TV, first kind of appearing on TV, and Arnie with Arnie's Army and all that stuff. And Jack, yeah, I feel like you just have to put Jack. You have to put Jack on there. With all the majors and all that good stuff. But I'm a Tiger Woods fan. And I'll argue all day about him being the GOAT. But is he the fourth spot on Mount Rushmore? Would he be the fourth spot? Again, I'm looking for like the contributions to the game as well. Do you put like the Babe? She brought a lot to the game too. I don't know. My fourth spot's kind of open. So yeah, I'd go with Hogan, I'd go with Arnie, and I'd go with Jack. And those are like old schooly ones, right? Again, it's not about necessarily winning tournaments, but what you brought to how did you change the game? What did you do? What did that player do? What did that individual do that, just makes you like, you see them and right? When I was a kid, you see the blonde guy with the plaid pants and you go, that's the Golden Bear. You can say the Golden Bear and people know who he is. So, Arnold Palmer. Arnold Palmer. I remember being at work, and a lot of y'all don't know what I do if you're watching live, but I was at work one day, and Arnold Palmer actually shows up, and one of my co-workers, a very young individual, I pointed, he says, he tells me there's an older gentleman just sitting in the cart, and he won't move. How can I go ask him to move? I was like, yeah, absolutely, go ask him to move. So sorry if I'm going off on a story here, but so I asked him to go. I tell him, I said, yeah, absolutely, go ahead, tell him to go move. I'm sure he'll go. And he goes out and he talks to the guy, and I see through the window, and I'm like, oh no. So I walk outside, and the young kid comes over, and he goes, hey, he goes, Mike, he's comfortable. He doesn't seem to want to move. I said, don't you know who that is? He goes, I don't really know who that is. And I said, dude, that's Arnold Palmer. And he goes, wait a minute. Like the iced tea? And I'm like, come on, dude, are you serious? No, man, like one of the best golfers ever. The iced tea. Nah, the iced tea. Are we going to put him up? I'll put him up on Mount Rushmore anyway, because I dig the tea, man. I dig the tea. The tea is the shit. It's good. All right, anyway, now we talked about a little golf, and I do like to throw some other sports in there as we play. We're heading into game number 4, and the Hartford Whalers are taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning. We got 4 points on the evening, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 4 points on the evening. Let's just double check that and make sure that I am right about that. We have got 2 against the Islanders. We lost to the Sabres. We beat the Kings. And we've got 4 points in 3 games. That is totally different than what we've seen out of this club recently. And we're going to put Spencer Knight back in the net here for game number 4. And it is time. We're going to jump in. I'm not going to go through this one too crazily. The Lightning come in 14-11-3. They're 4-4-2 in their last 10. Now our Whalers are 7-2-1 in their last 10. Let's see if we can keep the fire going. I couldn't spit that out. I was going to say something else, but I decided not to. Now, we're 0-1 against them on the season. We lost 4-3 last time we played them. We know what this team does to us. We know what this team does to us in regular season play, as well as in playoff play. So they are 4th in the league right now in goals for per game with 3.93. Goals against, they are 3.64. So they have allowed a lot of goals. They're 28th in the league. Power play percentage is very good. All right, Kucherov, we know what he can do. 28.9% on the power play. We are currently 21st, so we're not bad. Here's where we're doing good. Our penalty kill is way better than it has been over the last couple of seasons. We are currently at 86.5 and 7th in the league. They are 16th, and your total point getters. Point has 36 points. Holy shit, 36 points in 28 games. So congratulations, that's a good season so far. And Jimmy has 21. So Jimmy is having a great season. And that sounds a lot like the Tiger, right? A great season. But he definitely is. Spencer Knight will be holding it down between the pipes. 16 games played, 8 wins. And Anton Forsberg for the Lightning, 12 games, 6 wins. Let's go ahead and simulate game number 4 of the episode. Now, we have not seen it. Oh, don't say anything. Right? So a couple seasons back, we had a overtime game against Tampa Bay. It went to a freaking shootout, and it was like 27 rounds. That was the longest shootout I've had on the channel. Definitely the longest shootout we've had on the channel. If you're just joining us here tonight, we've got 4 points. We're in game number 4 as we try to make our way through 10 games this evening. It's about 7:43 here on the west, 10:43 on the east. No matter where you are, throw a comment on the board. I'd love to know where you are. Love to see different cities, counties, states, or whatever, countries, wherever you are, as we make our way through. I have been watching, and quite a few of my viewers are coming at me from Canada. So I don't know how that's working, but they're coming at me from Canada. So here's what we had in the first period. I wasn't even paying attention. Gensel put one past Spencer Knight. Kucherov scored. And then Captain Morgan puts one in the net. Congratulations. That's a goal for him. We haven't seen him in quite a while. It's a 2-1 game. So we're there. We are there. That was a little clapping on my part. But we are there. So we'll take a look and see if we can't get ourselves another win, right? Ideally. Right about the 10-minute point. Blah, blah. Spit it out there, kid. We're at the 10-minute point here of this one, and no, not there. Not there either. Hey, I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I am attempting to move my little there we go. My chat window on the screen, and I can't do it. So at the end of 2 periods, it's there we go. I got it. All right. Boom! There we go. Now I got it. Holy shit. Sorry, folks. Yeah, again, I'm talking like you can actually see what I'm doing. So we're in period number 2. We're at the end of period number 2. Kucherov scored. Zach Hyman scored our second goal. Kucherov scored again. I believe. Let's go ahead and take a look. Does he have a freaking... we got to go goals, right? We got to go goals. Does he have a freaking Hattie? I think he does. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Kucherov has a Hattie. That's like his 9th career Hattie against the Hartford Whalers. So congratulations to him. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Okay, jumping into the third period. So we're still talking Mount Rushmores, right? So if you're just jumping in here on the channel tonight, let me know your golf Mount Rushmore, and we'll jump into some other ones. So I got a little distracted there as I'm trying to move shit around on the screen as we go. So 5-on-4 power play, that's killed off for the Whalers. We're at the 8-minute mark of period number 3. Yes, 3 periods in hockey, dude. 3 periods in hockey. 5 minutes to go in period number 3. I think this one is over unless we can get some sort of little miracle going here, but I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, Jimmy scores. Can we get one? No. Okay, so Jimmy again. How about Jimmy, man? Is anyone paying attention? This dude is a stud. He is a stud this year for this club. Let's go ahead and take a look at all the events of the game. And yeah, we want to do this, right? For sure. So goals in the game. Gensel scored. Kucherov then scored a goal. So it was 2-0. Isaac Morgan scored to make it 2-1. Kucherov in the second period scores his second goal of the night to make it 3-1. Hyman makes it 3-2, and the Whalers are kind of in this thing. Kucherov finishes the Hattie, makes it 4-2, and then Jimmy Lamoureux gets a goal with we'll say about 45 seconds left in the game, but it's too little, too late in this one, and the Whalers lose to the Lightning. All Lightning here. All Lightning, all game. So that's where we are here at the end of 3 periods, which is a game, right? That's a game. That's a game. We lost 4-3. So no points in this one. No points in this one. And we're going to head back to the front as we make our way back to the front. You know what's missing? You know what's missing? Boom. How about some baseball scores? Yeah, let's play a hockey game and talk about baseball. You know what? Actually, let's do this. Let's turn the baseball off. Go. Ooh, and we have got overtime in the Wild Avalanche game. Wowza. Wowza. If you're not a hockey fan, start watching because it is exciting shit. It is. It's fun. Okay, so we're going to simulate to the next game. So, ladies and gentlemen, this experiment is Simo is she's our winningest goalie tonight. She's our winningest goalie tonight. All right, this has been that has been the sound we've been hearing out of Spencer Knight. Clanks, a lot of clanks. Well, that's been our team offensively, but yeah, he's struggling. He's definitely struggling. So I don't know. Comments have been all Junior GM talking about leaving Spencer Knight between the pipes. His numbers are better, but she's winning, right? And I think it's what have you done for me lately kind of shit, don't you think? Okay, game number 5 of the night. This is our last quick sim. We'll be quick simming this one as we make our way to about 750, which means we'll be basically nice little sim of the last 5 games, and then we'll call it a night. So probably right around 8:30, 8:45. Got to get everyone to bed at a reasonable hour, right? We want to do that, especially our friends over there on the East Coast. We don't want them up a long time listening to the Fanatic. So, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna head into this one. So Columbus is coming to town. We are taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. And ladies and gentlemen, if you've never seen it before, my suggestion, go back to season number 1. This is a team that really played us hard in the playoffs. I believe we went 6 games with them. And yes, I do live in the past. I live in the past with my Hartford Whalers here on the channel. Because, just because. We got to the playoffs. We got to the promise. We almost made it to the Stanley Cup Finals. And if we had done that, the season would have been over and it would have been done. But the other reason why is because this team is, like I said in the beginning of the episode, built from, old coworkers, friends, just people who have meant a lot and who have always put in the hard work for me, and it's always been super appreciated. And they've been doing it here on the team, and we got to get ourselves a cup, man. We have got to get ourselves a cup, and I don't want to do it without that core. So we got to get it done with the core, right? Because when the core falls apart, shit happens. Shit happens. Okay, Columbus is coming to town. They are 8-13-3. Carter Hart will be between the pipes for them in 22 games played. He's only got 6 wins. So not going to say it. I tend to jinx myself when I do. But I'm going to say it anyway. We got a chance to win this one as long as he's between the pipes. Spencer Knight, he's got 8 wins, 17 games played. So he's improving, starting to win a little bit more. I know 10 seconds ago I was probably saying he's terrible and we should leave Simo. But we'll leave him in there on the back end here. The Whalers come into this one 11-11-2. So we're not awful. We're 7-3 in our last 10. And we kind of seem to have our shit together, for lack of a better way of saying it. We've got our shit together. I'm going to say it again. Okay, let's take a look over here on the right side. Goals for, they are 20th. We are 19th. Goals against, they are 15th. I'm sorry, we're 15th in the league. They are 29th. Power play percentage, ours is at 16.9. Theirs is at 17.5. Penalty kill. Again, I cannot praise this team enough when it comes to the penalty kill. We are killing penalties like no one. So, well, except for the 3 teams ahead of us. We're at 87.3. They're at 76.4. And our team leaders, Jimmy Lamoureux, the most surprising player on this team by freaking far. The most surprising player on this team. 22 points, 24. So 24 for Marchenko. Jimmy, one of the last remaining, I don't want to say last remaining, but originals. Still playing the game. So Jimmy is really playing well here with 22 points on the season. This one's going to be taking place at the Hartford Civic Center. So, as we always say, go ahead and grab your corn dog and one orange Julius. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't get that reference, I'm sorry. But if you were around in the 80s and the early 90s, that's what you got at the mall. Especially that orange Julius. All right, if you had an orange Julius and you're watching me, put that shit in the comments because that shit was bomb. Oh, did I just say that? Yeah, I did. But I like the little orange Julius. And at that Trumbull Mall, right at the bottom of the stairs, over in the corner, there's like a shoe store there. That's where you would go to get that. Okay, MLB scores. They'll be popping up on the screen as we go. And, of course, we got the hockey heading into OT. So the Wild and the Avalanche are heading into overtime. And let's get this show on the road. Let's simulate game number 5. Of course, we will, of course, close out. And I can't say, of course, too much. Can I? Can I say, of course, too much? Yeah, I definitely can. We're going to quick sim this one. And can we get our 6th point of the night? Let's get our 6th point of the night. Let's get this shit done. 15 minutes ago in period number 1. 15 minutes ago, period number 1. Power play for the Blue Jackets and the freaking Blue Jackets. There you go. And it's Tony Giangelo. What do you say, guy, from the blue line? It's 1-0 Hartford. And there we go. So the Blue Jackets, so 5-on-4. We kill that one off. 6 minutes to go here in the period. And we are playing. We are playing. Tony D'Angelo has been awesome. He's been awesome for this club. We got about 18. So we're at 20. We're heading into period number 2, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Period number 2. Tony D'Angelo had our goal in period number 1. Okay. You know whose name I'm not seeing pop up too much in tonight's episode? That would be P-Check and the freaking professor. It's like the old timers just bailed, man. Seriously, it's like, where the hell did they go? We even saw the captain pop up. Brindley puts one in on the power play, so our penalty kill gets beat. Hyman answers right back. It's now 2-1 Hartford. No overtimes. No overtimes. I do not want to play this game tonight. I really don't. 5-on-4 power play for the Columbus Blue Jackets, and boom, we kill that one off. So it's 2-1. Again, our penalty kill, 4th ranked in the NHL heading into this game. So we have got our shit together when it comes to the penalty kill. Very organized. Very organized when the captain is out on the ice. Right? Very organized. All right, here we go. 5-on-4 power play. Let's see if the peach. Oh, and it's Sergio. Sergio, my man, putting one in from the blue line. No, actually, it's from the circle. But you know what? Whatever. He got it close. 5-on-4 power play for the Columbus Blue Jackets. And we're going to kill that one off. Our team is great on the kill. And the professor, he says, don't call me out. I'm going to freaking score. Let's see if Pichek puts one up on the board. And 3 minutes to go in the period. 2 minutes to go. I'm looking for the old crew tonight. I'm looking for the old crew to score some freaking goals, baby. We know what Jimmy's doing. Jimmy's just going about his business, putting the puck in the net, getting some points. I guarantee you he had 2 points tonight. I guarantee you. I haven't even looked at it, but I guarantee you when we click over, Jimmy's got 2 points tonight. Right? When I play as Pichek, if I play this game live, if I play as Pichek and Kelly and Burns, we kick the shit out of people. I can put up like 7, 8 goals. But when I play the Sims, we do nothing. We do nothing. Our top line does nothing. Maybe it's time to mix things up as we move into the second set here tonight. Second half of the episode. So, and that's going to be quick because it's all quick Sims until game number 10. So we get a win, ladies and gentlemen. That's point number 5 and 6. So congratulations to the Whalers. If you haven't been watching lately, this team has been struggling mightily. But we're starting to make our moves. We're starting to make our moves. Things are getting better, right? We made changes. We all moved on. And life gets better. And that's the way things go. The professor had a goal and an assist. B-Walk had 3 helpers. So sorry, I said Jimmy had them all. Nah. It's my man B-Walk. B-Walk, if you're out there and you actually maybe watch me on a replay, hope everything's going well. And that the studies are going good. We've got Spencer Knight. So the JGM has been calling for Spencer's start. Spencer, who we got to fill for DJ. So if you were with us the last couple seasons, he has taken DJ's spot on the roster with Simo. So he has been kind of our starter most of the season. Simo has kind of fallen off, kind of struggled, but we've got her into a couple of games here in the last in this episode, and she's played pretty well. So, alrighty, let's jump out of that bucket, and we're gonna go ahead and simulate to the next game. So our next game is going to be. We got a couple guys who are ready to come back. So you know what? Hopefully it's a defenseman. Yes, so Larson can come back. That's going to be huge. So we're going to put Larson back into the lineup for Holtz. Holtz, thank you for filling in for Larson. Larson is a right defenseman. D'Angelo is a right defenseman, so that kind of kills. The other thing I want to do while we're here and we're halfway through the episode, let's take a look. So Cody is a left defenseman, right? What has he done? He's got 27 games played, and I think we're going to bring him back up. So Cody is coming back up. I'm making the call right now. We're going to get rid of the guy who just came off the injury. We're going to give him some time down in the minors. Yeah, I said that kind of slow, minor. But yeah, we're gonna give him some time down there. So Larson. Yeah, Larson is going to... Oh. Hold on a second. Hold the phone. Larson's going to go down. And Cody's going to come up. And I don't really care about the no waivers. Larson can be picked. I don't really care if he gets picked up. That's all well and good. Goodbye. You haven't done much of anything. You know who else is down there? Freaking Jet Woo! Jet Woo is down there as well. And shit, man, Jet Woo was killer. I mean, that was a fucking 50 loss season last year, but Jet Wu played really good. Played really good for our club. Had some goals. Jet Wu, my man, Jet Wu. All right, let's go back to the defense, and we'll take a look and see what we got going on here. So let's pop our boy Cody Delgado, and that came out sounding like Macho. Cody Delgado. Yeah, but anyway, Cody's gonna play defense on that third line. And welcome back to the team, Cody. Really, really love it. Really love it. Alrighty, let's go Nighthawks. I don't really care about the Nighthawks. We're gonna go best lines, and it's gonna take me to their. I don't want this guy Palmolive, whatever his name is. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you know what that means. We are at the halfway point of tonight's episode, and we did that in an hour and 22 minutes. Now, again, the main reason for that is I actually did it in an hour. So after playing golf with my JGM and my AGM yesterday, I realized that I start too late, and sometimes I kind of go a little too long. So I tried to make things faster, but I totally fucked up, and I didn't turn the microphone on. So I was talking to myself here in the room for like an hour. I'm sorry, an hour. No, it wasn't that long. For about 15 minutes. And ladies and gentlemen, if you ever worked with me before, you know that I do talk to myself. And I tend to do it, especially in my office. I close the door and I'll talk to myself. And I do it quite often. And I really shouldn't do that because it makes me look, I don't know. I don't want to say any words that can get me kicked off the air. But, most times I don't answer myself, which is good. But usually I talk to myself when I get angry. Usually when I get angry. Okay. Anyway, now that we've gone down that road. So yes, we were kind of a little late to start the show because I had to almost, fire things up quickly after realizing my microphone wasn't on. So we are at the midpoint, about an hour and 22 in. We're going to quick sim our last 4 games. Then we'll slow sim the last game of the night. So here's what we have coming up, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 5 games on the docket for our speed round. We have 6 points. 6 points on the night. So we just need 2 more wins, and we got ourselves 10 points. Right? That's it. The team is currently 12-11-2, and here's who we'll be playing against tonight in the quick sim. We will have the Montreal Canadiens, who are 9-17-1. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have been watching any actual hockey, this is a team I've been pulling for in the playoffs. And if you're a hockey fan and you're out there listening to me, I know this is the United States, and we don't root for Canadian teams. But I say to hell with that. This is a very exciting team, a very young team. And if you have an opportunity to watch them play, it's fun. It's fun. It's definitely fun. And kind of a surprise this year. So the Montreal Canadiens, we'll be taking them on in game 1 of our speed sim round. Then Columbus we head to Columbus. We head across the country to take on the Kings, get a quick flight back, take on New York, and then we will end the episode with the Pittsburgh Penguins in a slow sim. And then we'll be done. Then we'll be done for tonight's episode. So again, if you're just joining at the halfway point, welcome in. It's been a ton of fun again tonight. We've had 6 points. So that means we got 3 wins in 5 games, which is something we have not been doing here on the show. Now, lots of changes for the Fanatic as of late. So, you can probably tell a little bit more pumped up, a little bit more happy voice. Super exciting things going on here inside the cave. So, again, if you're new to the community here with the team, this whole kind of experience, this whole thing we've put together is for the years. All the folks that we either worked with or worked for or we worked together. I don't like to say worked for, I like to say work together. And we're trying to get ourselves a cup. And that's the main thing. So there's a couple of key players on this club. If you're just joining me and you throw comments in after the fact or you shoot me a text later on, there's a couple key players that do not move from this club. And if you're out there, you know who you are. They will not move. Even if you don't play, you will not move. And one of them is Killer. All right, Killer is down in the minors right now. He's honing his skills. He's getting himself worked back into a frenzy, and he'll be back up before the end of the season. Guaranteed. He'll be back up. We just brought Cody back, and Killer's sitting down there in the farm. So on the farm. So let's go ahead and with all that being said, let's rock and roll here into the second half. I'm looking for comments in the comment screen. So for my friends out there who've been texting me a little bit, that's great. Feel free to jump on if you're on your phone, if you're on your computer, whatever it is, throw some comments on the comment screen. Love to get some commentary going. Got a couple people in the here live with us tonight. So if you're live, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Put a comment up on the board. I'd love to know where you are and what you're doing. Or, well, obviously you're watching me. So, but throw those comments up on the board. Okay, here we go. 12-11-2 against 9-17-1. We got Spencer Knight. So Simo's going to be sitting this one out. So Spencer Knight's going to hold it down. 18-9 on the. I'm sorry. Again with the baseball references. 18 games played, 9 wins, .906 save percentage, 2.94 goals against average. Gage Alexander. That's a new face. He is got 4 wins and 17 appearances, .88 save percentage, 4.10 goals against average. So it's going to be tough sledding for this team. Looking over on the right side of your screen. If you're watching me on a big screen TV, you're going to see this way better than I do. But goals for per game, they are bad. They're in double digits in just about everything, but Cole Caulfield is one hell of a player, and he can definitely take us down. Now, what's exciting for our club, and I've been talking about this every game, penalty kill, penalty kill, penalty kill. We are 5th on the kill, and we're 17th on the power play. So that's huge. That is huge. Okay. Hey, look at that. We got another viewer inside. I have not seen the AGM tonight. The JGM is definitely in the house. All right, as we try to roll through the rest of the night. And now we got our netminder in the house as well. So if we got anybody else out there, feel free, throw it up on the board. Let me know what's going on this evening. Our topic of the night was Mount Rushmore when it comes to golf and golfers. So if you missed the beginning of the episode, we talked about Mount Rushmores for golf. My junior GM, that young man, his Mount Rushmore is Jack Nicklaus, Scotty Scheffler, Tiger Woods, and Sam Snead. Mine is Ben Hogan, Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, in that order from left to right, and I do not have a 4th. I have not thrown a 4th up there yet, and for my friends out there who are watching me live tonight, and you know I'm a big Tiger fan, I'm struggling with that. Again, I'm talking contributions to the game that have carried over for a long period of time, right? Not just their win-loss record on tour. So, or win-loss record. I said win-loss. Wait, what? I can't spit that out. Okay, anyway. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and advance a day, and let's see if we can't beat these Canadians. Oh, we took a 3-1 loss. And my buddy Mike from my last job, he's a netminder, and he's a freaking Canadians fan, and they beat us 3-1. So congratulations there, Mike. Your team got a win on us. We're going to advance today. We're heading to Columbus. So we'll be taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. They come in 8-16-3. Our team against losing teams sucks ass. We suck. We're terrible. We do not play well against losing teams. We play much better against teams that can actually play. I don't know what that is. It's kind of like in golf, right? You go out and you play with somebody who doesn't play very good or doesn't play very often, and you kind of struggle, right, if you're a decent golfer. But you go out and play with people who play good, and you tend to play better, right? I don't know. Comment on that all you want. I don't know, but that's kind of where I am. Okay, let's go ahead, and we're going to advance through this one. We got a few more folks on the channel tonight, so go ahead and comment. Let me know where you are, what you're doing. If you are familiar with the channel and the team, throw your comments up on the board. All right, in this one, we've got Columbus and the Whalers. Spencer Knight will be between the pipes again. So even though we lost, he's going to be holding down the fort between the pipes. Simo's going to, again, sit this one out. Carter Hart will be in there for the Blue Jackets. He's got 6 wins on the season, .883 save percentage. We took it to them last game. So hopefully we can get something done here. Goals for per game, we're about even. Goals against, they are giving up a shit ton of goals. So that's a positive. Let's go ahead over here. We'll kind of highlight that a little bit, right? So you folks can see that. Goals against, right there, 31st in the league. They are power play percentage. They are 16.7%. So they're right about with us. Penalty kill, they are horrible. So we should get our shit done. Scoring leader, Monahan, 27, an older Monahan on this game. And, of course, Jimmy Lamoureux still holding it down, baby, with 23 points on the season. Thank God for Jimmy. That's all I can say. Whenever I needed someone, he steps right up and he gets the shit done. No matter what's going on with him, he always gets the shit done. Jimmy. And in case you missed it, ladies and gentlemen, let's pull this up over here and get that final score up on the board. The Avalanche come back from down 3-1, and they have taken down the Minnesota Wild. So congrats to the Avalanche. I don't know if that's if that was a finisher or not. I don't know if that was the people's elbow or not, but it was good enough. That's a win. A win is a win, right? I don't think that was the end of the series. I really don't. And I just said the people's elbow. I just called it the people's elbow. All right, so Columbus coming. We're heading to Columbus, and let's see what happens in this one. We'll go ahead and advance the day. And Gregory Swift has been injured with a fractured jaw. Oh, no. Swifty breaks his freaking jaw, man. What the shit, Swifty? Hopefully he was, like, punching somebody out. Or he probably got punched out. Nah, you know what? Better yet, we'll say he got hit in the face with a puck. That's going to be the storyline. He got hit in the face with a puck. If you can think of a better storyline, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Okay. We're going to go ahead and we have to change that ourselves. We have to change that ourselves. So that means that Wallstrom? No. Okay. Welcome up, Mr. Holtz. Olofsson's going to move up. And you know what? We're gonna mix shit up here. P-Check, you're gonna remain on that top line. Jimmy's been doing his shit, so Jimmy's gonna go to the top line. He's gonna play with P-Check here in the next game. B-Walk's going up. All right, the captain, Mr. Kelly, he's moving down. Connor has done jack shit in this episode too. So here's what we're going with. We're going right there. We got Jimmy, the Professor, and P-Check on the top line. Kako, Walker, and Hyman will go second line. Kelly moves down to the third line. So not too bad. Let's see if we move Holtz here. No, we don't. Kelly, no, okay. So you know what? To hell with that. We're moving Kelly all the way down to the fourth line. Look at that, 93 overall. We're putting him down there. Andrei Kopitar is going to play on that third line. Let's see if mixing shit up kind of changes things here heading into this one. And it does. So we get the 3-2 win. We got the 3-2 win, and we have lost one and won one here in the speed round. Okay, now we're getting close. It's 8:13. We're looking at 8:30 for our off time, right? 8:30 is going to be our off time because we got to go sleepies. Got to get that sleepies, right? All right. Anyway, so that's right. Yeah, I know. Getting the sleepies. All right, and I got time to do that now. What the shit, man? All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to advance through that. So looking over here on the left of my screen, I'm seeing my chat, and we have another comment when it comes to the Mount Rushmore of golf. Ooh, that's an interesting one. I do like this one, and this is a fun one. Tell me this isn't a fun one. Tiger Woods? Okay, I see that. That's kind of a generational thing from the commenter, right? John Daly. John Daly? Yes. That's a fun Mount Rushmore. That's a fun Mount. Just John Daly and Tiger Woods, man. That would be a blast. Bryson DeChambeau and Phil Mickelson. Now, going from a fun standpoint, abso-freaking-lutely. Going from a serious, yeah, that's a little, you know, but that would be one hell of a foursome, right? Imagine that foursome. That'd be one hell of a foursome. Tiger, John Daly, Bryson DeChambeau, and Phil Mickelson. That would be crazy. I mean, it could still happen. I mean, technically, it could still happen. Okay, so we have got the Los Angeles Kings, and look at who's in between the pipes for this one. It's going to be Simo. So she gets her opportunity again, and against California teams. She's been playing against California teams here on the last couple of episodes. And so we end off in Pittsburgh. So we're almost done here. The Kings come into this one 10-14-2. Carter George will be between the pipes. 18 games played, 6 wins. We come in 13-12-2, 6-4-0. We are 1-1 in the speed round so far. Simo, in 9 games played, has only 3 wins. Only 3 wins. All right, so we're going to need a little bit more out of Simo here as we make our way through the rest of the season. We got to hope that A, Spencer stays healthy, and B, she just plays a nice, steady game. .89 save percentage and a 3.07 goals against average for our backup netminder right now. So remember, this is the 5th season. Been around for 5 seasons. So played really well the first 2, kind of struggled the last couple. Taking a look over on the right side, of course, goals for per game. They are 29th. We are 23rd. Goals against. They're 19th. We are 13th. On the power play, the power play is 20.6. And we are 17.1. Sorry, I got comments popping up on the screen as I'm doing this. Penalty kill percentage, 93.8. So that's the number 1 penalty kill again. Now, we already saw them once this year, and we beat their penalty kill. Yeah, our power play actually scored on them, so we can get this shit done. Our power play has kind of dropped off here in the last couple of games, but we can get this shit done. Scoring leader, Frost has 23, and of course, Jimmy Lamoureux, the legendary Jimmy Lamoureux, 24 points for the Hartford Whalers right now. Okay, before we jump in, we got a couple more comments over here on the left side. And comment, I think this is in regards to the Mount Rushmore from our netminder, and that would be from No Fear saying, would need a lawyer as the 4 caddy. Yeah, pretty much, right? For that foursome, absolutely. And then the next one is from Simo. John Daly would be getting everyone messed up. Tiger would get his 3rd. Oh, I can't even say that. And Bryson and Phil would be laughing and talking about some sciencey shit. Yeah, okay, that sounds about right. That definitely sounds about right. I love how we're watching the hockey, but we're actually talking about golf, right? Love how we're talking about golf. For those of you out there who are watching me right now, I actually played yesterday, and let me tell you something. Am I freaking feeling it this morning? This evening, am I feeling it? My elbow, my fingers. But got to watch a young man play yesterday. Looking really good. Game's really coming along. So keep it up. Definitely keep it up. And he whooped me. Yeah, he gave me a whooping. So, but I'll get him. I'll get him next time. Looking forward to our matchup here on the PlayStation eventually too. Okay, so with that, all that being said, let's go ahead and. I'll tell you all about how I played here in just a second. We got to sim through this game. When we get to the slow sim, I'll talk about it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and advance the day. And the Kings, the Hartford Whalers, are going to get to win in overtime. Love it. So that's shit, I don't even know. Is that 10 points on the episode? Booyah. We got ourselves 10 points. So, sick. Dude, I had a foursome, bro. Pops was here, baby. We had to get out there and play a little stick. Plus, you work during the week, bro. Pete check. Hey, he's actually in here tonight. Holy shit. Look at it. His name popped up on the screen. I didn't think you fit that many letters in your login name, in your screen name. But, okay. Rocking and rolling. Yes, okay, so No Fear. See, I like that. You put Hogan, and I said Hogan too, right? So getting back to the golf thing, I said Hogan. I liked Hogan on my Mount Rushmore. I liked Arnie. I liked Jack. And on the golf course yesterday, and we'll talk about how I played, but on the golf course yesterday, we were talking about the GOAT, right? And, my natural just gut reaction, I looked right at my buddy, No Fear, and I said, fucking Tiger. Right? I said it. I looked at I'm a Tiger guy. I said Tiger. And he said somebody else, and I went, come on, let's not do this. Let's not do this. But you know what? Tiger doesn't end up on my Rushmore, but this guy did. So Jack ended up on my Rushmore. Yep, he did. Okay, so here's where we are, ladies and gentlemen, and because I have not been paying attention, we're going to finish this episode either way at NHL 500. So 23-9 against the Rangers. We're going to slow sim this one because this is a good team right here. This is the New York Rangers. They're 23-9 on the season. We are 14-12. But look at our record in the last 10. They're 7 and I'm sorry. We are 7-3. They are 8-2. 8-2. Shesterkin's going to be holding it down between the pipes. We'll have Spencer Knight. So Simo is going to sit out this one. She did get the win in the last game, so good job giving Spencer a little bit of a break. Igor is at 19 games played, 14 wins. Spencer, 20 games played, 10 wins. We take a look over on the right side of the screen. Goals 4 per game. They're 17th in the league. They're 3rd in goals against. All right. Power play, they are 25th. So we're about even on the power play. The penalty kill, that's a key number here. That's going to be a key number. We're 5th. They're 19th. So we can still stop the penalty, the power play. Scoring leader, Jimmy with 24 and Fox with 32. So Jimmy Lamoureux continues to lead our team in points. And, the first 4 years we had a Kelly, a Pichek, a Burns. It was always one of those guys. But Jimmy is hanging. He's hanging in there, rocking that old school mug and that wooden stick. So, you know what? He's getting the shit done. Definitely getting the shit done. We have got a couple more Rushmores. So we've got Hogan, Jack, Arnie, and McElroy. Okay, there's a good 4th. So you filled mine with McElroy because we have the same one. And then Miss No Fear saying Jones. Oh, okay. Yeah. Bobby Jones. Shit, I didn't think about Bobby Jones. Scotty, Rory, and Jack. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I've seen Scotty pop up here on the screen a couple times, and I keep thinking it's just like Scotty frickin' Pippen. I'm like, are we talking about the Rushmore of the Chicago Bulls, or are we talking about the Rushmore of golf? But, okay. Let's continue to roll through this one. So we're going to slow sim this one. We got a little bit extra time here, so let's go ahead and sim the Rangers and the Whalers in game number 9 of the night. And boy, oh boy, do we have this is a game. Even though our record is 14-12, this is a game. They come in 23-9. So we need to get this one. We need to win this one to kind of send a message to the Rangers. And this is a team that has beat us 10-0. They've beat us 7-3. They typically put up a shit ton of goals on us. But here we go. Here you go, Junior JGM. We've got Spencer Knight in between the pipes, and he's getting his opportunity to show his stuff against a solid team, a team that can actually win and is actually playing well. And he is shutting them out through a period. So congratulations, Spencer, getting the shit done. And here we go into period number 2. And Olofsson puts one in. So we move Olofsson up to the third line. Cooley puts one in. So it's now 1-1. Now a 1-1 game. Jimmy Lamoureux, our point getter, top point getter. I don't know if that's how you say that, but I say that shit every week. Now 2-1 in favor of the Hartford Whalers here in Hartford. Yeah, it's in Hartford. Okay. About 2 minutes to go in period number 2. We're trying to get a big, fat upset. A big, fat U on the board. We like to talk about W's. We're trying to get a big, fat U on the board here. 2-1, Hartford. 18 minutes to go, period number 3. Spencer Knight trying to just get the shit done. Try to get the shit done. Cooley scores again, so it's a 2-2 game. Are the Rangers going to force me to play overtime? No, Capo Caco puts one in the net. picked up by our JGM 2 seasons ago and really showing his shit. 5-on-4 power play. And now it's a 3-2. I almost said ball game. It's a 3-2 game. Delgaizo scores. And oh boy. 3 minutes to go. Somebody put one in the net. Can we get a point though? Okay, so we get a point, and they're going to force me to play some freaking hockey. Oh, shit. This is where typically I lose, folks, as I'm doing this, because I am not good. I am not good at playing. But the one thing we definitely have to do is change the screen, because I can't play that other way. Cannot play that other way. We'll go overhead. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are tied with the New York Rangers in overtime. That means we're going to probably have Kelly, Pichek, and Serge on the ice for this one. Big Serge.
Overtime just about to get underway for those of you just tuning in. Well, better late than never.
Kelly goes to center ice. He wins the faceoff. Sergio backs it up. Gives it over to... Oh, what the shit was that, Serge? Oh, that's Spencer Knight. I'm so used to having Simo in between the pipes. I really am. So that kind of messed with my brain there. Okay, so Adam Fox, that's assists. We don't need to see that shit. Nobody cares. He plays for the Rangers. All right, Kelly. So it's very small on my screen at the moment because I'm looking at it on a computer. Kelly tries to give up the body. Sergio. Oh, here he comes. Pichek to Kelly. Kelly all alone. Oh, shit. He does that every time. No. Oh, Pichek tried to score it. Here comes Kelly. God damn it. No. Oh, for Christ's sake. Did you see that? That was bull-ass shit. What was Spencer Knight doing? He's like laying on his ass. I don't know if you lay on your ass. I don't know, but he was doing it. He was doing it. Okay, so that's going to do it for that game. Bullshit. Look at how even that was. 36 shots. All right, well, we get the point. I'll take the point, but I want the win, man. I want the freaking win. All right, so last game of the night. We are just about 2 hours into this. Again, if you're new to the show tonight, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. I want to see comments. Let me know what you think. I'm doing this twice a week. We're going Monday. Mondays is Montreal Mondays. And if you haven't jumped in to check that shit out, join us. Because that's where it's starting to get real interesting on Montreal Mondays. All right, we have taken that team from nothing, and I mean dirt. The 1998 Montreal Expos, myself, my JGM, my AGM, and we have built that team into a World Series contender. And if you haven't seen it, jump back there, watch some of the episodes. I don't care, scroll through them, whatever you're going to do, but check out who we got to head into the 2002 season. Oh, baby, is it going to be exciting, okay? We also are going to continue with Whaler Wednesday for the next couple of weeks. Now, obviously, things have changed inside the cave. The Fanatics made some moves, and the journey to the Cup will continue for a couple more weeks, and then we'll kind of decide from there. I would love to try and rebuild a team that maybe is not so good, and I'm open. Any thoughts, comments? Also, I love bringing back the old school teams. So I got a lot of feedback yesterday on the golf course, and got a lot of great ideas. Started putting some shit together today when I was hanging out. But I will be doing a show, probably live, kind of popping in and out, where I play Police Officer Simulator. And that's going to be kind of just me playing the game and commentary. So feel free to jump in as we play that one too. So let's make our way into the last game of tonight's episode. The Pittsburgh Penguins are in town. another one of our rivals. They are 11, 18, and 2 on the season. We are 14, 12, and 3. So this is game number 30. Spencer Knight will be holding it down between the pipes. He's got 10 wins on the season, .90 save percentage. Joshua Ravensbergen. Wasn't that one of the houses in like Harry Potter? But anyway, 4 wins. I don't know. I never read that. I've seen all the movies once, but I've never read the book, any of the books. 4 wins, .897 save percentage, 3.10 goals against average. We are 1-0 against them. We beat them 4-2 last time we took them on. Capo Caco had 2 goals and 4 hits in that one. Goals for per game. Taking a look on the right side of the screen. Click, click, and boom. They are 22nd. We are 22nd in the league. They're 28th. Goals against. We are 12th. They are currently 29th. So not scoring a whole lot in Pittsburgh. Power play percentage. Ours is 22nd. Theirs is 33rd. So, yeah, not really getting it done on a power play either. Killing penalties, that's where the Whalers excel. We're now 3rd in the NHL. They are 28th. And your scoring leaders, Jimmy Lamoureux with 25 on the season, and R. McGroarty with 24. And if I said McGroarty kind of weird, that's because I did, because I have no idea how to say that. So we're going to go with R. McGroarty. All right, so let's make our way in. We're going to sim this one in slow sim, since we have probably just enough to get to about the 2-hour mark, and then we'll be all done for the night. If it goes to OT, we'll play it out. But so anyway, now that we're slow simming this game, for my folks out there who were asking me how I played, how did I play? I got to be honest. And this is going to sound very regular, like, you know, oh, hey, it's P-Check with the shorty, baby. P-Check. And he puts it past the Harry Potter guy, and it's 1-0 Hartford. And Holtz scores. So we got Holtz and P-Check. Holtz in there in backup in reserve. Russ puts one in on the power play. It's 2-1. But yeah, so I hadn't played in quite a while. And to go out and actually play a full 18, Evgeny Malkin scores. I went out and played a full 18 holes at a beautiful facility. Golf course in great shape, greens, and I'm not just saying that because the pro might be listening, but it really was in great shape, and the greens especially were fantastic. Now, I didn't spend too much time on the greens because my first 6 holes were great and my last 12 holes were shit. But, you know, if you've played golf with me before, you know. I mean, I just start talking, and I'm having such a good time. I don't know. I kind of lose what I'm doing. It's hard for me to keep my focus on a golf course, especially when I'm out with good company. So, 2-2 game here in Hartford, 5-on-4 power play. But, no, I played okay. B-Walk scores. It's now a 3-2 game. My putter was good. I hit the ball well off the tee. I kind of, and then fucking Pittsburgh knocks in 2 back-to-back. It's 4-3. Russ scores. It's 5-3. So, yeah, I kind of stayed away from the driver. Really kind of did. I've got the mini driver in my bag, so been using that one, and it good. I hit it really good. I don't hit it as far as my driver, obviously, but I do hit the mini driver pretty well. So I would suggest if you get an opportunity to swing one or get one, wouldn't hurt. Good club. Okay, so we're going to rock and roll here into period number 3. It's a 5-3 game. Pittsburgh is beating us, possibly to end this episode. 5-on-4 power play for us. So a team that can't score and doesn't score on the power play, and they are beating us on the power play, and they're scoring. Grunstrom puts one in, and Grunstrom, I love that name. It's like Gruntstorm. The Gruntstorm. Yes, the Gruntstorm. 6 minutes to go in the game. It's a 6-3 game. This one is toast unless we can put up 3 just miracle goals. But hey, you know what? P-Check finally scored, so hip, hip, hooray, seeing him get a goal. Okay, so there we go. And no, I'm not talking shit. If you're still watching, I swear, I promise I'm not talking shit. Let's take a look at all the events for this one. It looked a little bit like this. Goals. P-Check and Holtz, they scored quick. It was a 2-0 lead. Then Rust and Malkin scored. B-Walk put one in the net, made it 3-2, and then it was just biscuits in the baskets for the Pittsburgh Penguins. 4 in a row. Gavin, McGroarty, Rust, and Grundstrom putting them in the net. So, alrighty. That's going to do it. That's going to do it. We are 10 games through the night. So, we finished the episode 5-4-1, so not exactly the best. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're 14-13-3 on the season. Let's go back to the studio. We'll go back to the studio. And no, let's go back to the GM's office. That's the best place to be because I love sitting in my office. Even though it depends on where I was, but offices were usually pretty good. So we are 14-13-3. You can kind of see our stats over here on the right side. Our player of the episode. I'm not even going to look through the stats tonight. I'm just going to say our player of the episode goes to Jimmy Lamoureux. Jimmy played a great 10-game set, had a bunch of goals and assists, and got the shit done for the team. Even though we only got 5 wins, we did get 11 points. So that's a buku good night for this club. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you is your first time in here with us, I want to thank you for joining us tonight. Always a lot of fun doing this. Be sure to subscribe. We are at 77 subscribers here on the channel, trying to get more. So we've got friends out there from the old crews, whether it be the Journey or whatever other places I was at. Feel free to, if you got some of the guys, get them to subscribe, participate. I would love that. Throw some comments on the board. Be sure to like when you're done watching. I've had probably 6-7 viewers, so I should see 6 or 7 likes for the old boss. But throw some likes up there as well. Now, next week, we will continue to follow the Hartford Whalers. And we've got some action next week. We'll have Minnesota, and we will have Columbus, as you can see on the top of the screen. And we're going to keep it secret. We're not going to look at what else we have next week. We'll just kind of jump in as we go. Next week, topic, I'm going to throw it out there right now. Next Wednesday. Now, I'm going to be starting a new adventure next week, so not sure if I'll be right on time. I do apologize to my JGM, but I'm going to try to be here behind the desk by about 6:30, 6:45. But our topic right now, we're going to talk about this because this irked me. And if you're an 80s, 90s kid, you might remember this. But I saw this piece the other day on this is my little editorial. But I saw this piece the other day on TikTok. And I was talking about the Thundercats. Yes. And I have to get very philosophical here right now. But I'm telling you, it had to do with the Thundercats and how they were visitors to their planet. And how Mumra was really just defending his planet. So he wasn't the bad guy. He really wasn't. But we were led to believe that. Oh, my God. It blew my mind. I was playing golf yesterday, and all I'm thinking about is Mumra actually just not being the bad guy, but the Thundercats being the bad guy. And yeah, that's the wacky shit. That is the straight up wacky shit that I talk about here on my show. So let me know what you think of that. Let me know what you really think of that next week. So if I got old timers out there, feel free to throw that up. Throw your comments up there. That means you made it to the end. If I see some comments about the Thundercats, that means you made it to the end. Other things to throw in the comments. What do we want to do moving forward? Do we want to build a new team? Do we want to continue on with the Whalers? Do we want to start with a team that exists and try to win a championship, whether it be the Blackhawks or the Isles or one of those teams? And if I transition into baseball, what direction do I go with that? And what do you prefer, live or recorded? Live or recorded and edited? That was a big topic of discussion on the course yesterday, too. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to go ahead and do it for tonight. As always, I want to make sure that everyone takes care of themselves. Take care of your loved ones. Enjoy the week. Be safe. And I will see you right here next time inside the cave.